I cannot wait to hear your take on what's going on with the media and the impeachment of the Democrats. So go, Bill, go.
All right. Okay. And you stop me when you're curious or when you want to challenge, because I have a lot.
All right. Go,
here.
go.
All right. The good news this week,
yes,
there are two. It's over, like a dental appointment. It's done. We don't have to deal with this. And when I say that,
aren't they calling more after the holidays?
I don't think so. I think it's done. I think they're going to vote for articles of impeachment. And it doesn't matter who they call anymore anyway, because the nets aren't going to take it. I don't know if the cables will take it. Nobody watching. And then you're going to have on the 9th the Justice Department coming out with their bombshell about FBI corruption.
Okay, hang on. Before you go on to the bombshell, I just have to say, please don't say bombshell, because evereverone has said this has been bombshell.
I was mocking it, Beck.
Okay, all right.
Okay. All right, so that's one piece of good news. The other piece of good news came in this morning when all the polls say Americans don't want the president removed. They don't buy any of this, and that is across the board, by the way, not just Republicans. So those are two pieces of good news. The bad news is that the country is being damaged
big time.
in a very big way. And Americans shouldn't understand this. Most people are working, they're raising a family, they're not sitting there watching this stuff on TV. But while this is all happening, we have vexing problems here, big problems, that aren't even being addressed, they're not even being looked at. And now you have Thanksgiving, then you have Christmas. I mean, by the time these pinheads in Washington get back, then they're going to, if this trial happens, then it's going to be 2 or 3 months of trial. I mean, nothing gets done.
Well, beyond that, I mean, they're giving another blanket budget over this.
No, I was going to say that, Beck. You're right. You're right. I mean, record spending under Trump, more than Barack Obama. I mean, and this is something that's going to affect every single one of us if this debt thing goes back into the economy and it crashes. Now, nobody's predicting that in the short term, but certainly in the long term. So the way I see this is that the Republicans and the Trump administration believe that they won, even though impeachment is damaging to Donald Trump personally. And so now they're saying, all right, we want that trial because in the trial, they can call Hunter Biden. They can call the whistleblower. All right. Now, all of that will be litigated. Democrats aren't going to come up, but they can call Adam Schiff. They can call all these people into the trial. This is why Donald Trump went on Fox and Friends this morning and says, yeah, hey, bring it on. I want that trial. Because you can imagine, all right, what the Republican senators are going to do to Hunter Biden and what they're going to do to Schiff and what they're going to do to the whistleblower. Did Blaze out the whistleblower as BillO'Reilly.com did? Did you guys do it too?
Yeah, we've been doing it for weeks and weeks, yeah.
So if anybody wants to know who the whistleblower is and what his background is, go to the Blaze or go to BillO'Reilly.com because we don't play that game. If we believe there's corruption, and I think you're simpatico with me, we're not going to say, oh, I'm protecting a corrupt guy. That's not going to happen. And I believe that this was just like the Kavanaugh situation, organized, contrived, and this guy was what they call run, R-U-N. He was run. Okay, so that's where we are. The Trump people, the Republicans, they think they won this. They want the trial now in the Senate to blow up the entire Democratic Party before the election starts. Further questions, Beck?
No. What did you think of Fiona Hill?
Oh, Fiona Hill. I have all her albums.
Do you? Yeah, that's Fiona Apple. Yeah.
I love her. I love Fiona Hill.
No, she's
okay.
She's
so
great.
Fiona Hill is the biggest phony on the planet. She doesn't want to give weapons to Ukraine when Putin is actually seizing their territory. But then suddenly and magically, she wants to give them weapons, and Trump is holding it up.
You know, what's really weird is she wrote that in a Washington Post op-ed.
Yeah, 2015.
Right, and where she's saying we can't give weapons to these people.
No.
Right.
Can't do it.
By the way, in case you don't know, she also worked for George Soros as a project advisory person. Open Society Institute, but only for 6 years, 2000 to 2006.
Can you dispel a rumor for me, Beck?
Yeah.
All right, that you and Soros are going to the Club Med in Cancun.
Okay, don't say that. We have this thing, this perfect cover going on.
I read it on the internet. I read it. Anyway, look, I just discounted that. I mean, after the ambassador, the EU ambassador, who I believe what he said. Mm-hmm. I believed what Gordon said. But he didn't. There's no perspective to this because, as we discussed last week on your fine program, I wrote about this in the United States of Trump, and I talked to the president way before any of the phone call or any of this stuff happened, way before any of this. And he said to me, I'm going to expose the Obama administration for corruption in the 2016 election. And that's what the call to Ukraine was. Do me a favor. Tell me what happened there. If Biden was corrupt, I want to know it. Okay? That's what it's all about.
It's what it's always been about.
It's always been that.
Yeah.
It's not about holding up aid. It's about Trump saying to the new president, please help us out, but if you say no, there are going to be foreign policy recriminations. It didn't have anything to do with the election, Trump versus Biden. It has everything to do with Trump's obsession, and that is the word, with crushing
Bill,
Barack Obama and his administration.
Yeah, but let's look at this. If you have Rudy Giuliani as a personal lawyer, they're trying to say he was running a shadow operation. No, he wasn't.
No, he was doing what Trump told him to do.
Which was?
Giuliani is a mistake. All right? Giuliani is a mistake. He is not the guy that you want representing you in public. Now, in private,
yes,
maybe he's the most brilliant guy in the world. I don't know.
Well, Giuliani used to be very buttoned up. I had Giuliani on the show this week, and he was his old self. He was the mayor of New York, the guy that put the crime families behind bar. He was very well spoken. He was tempered, and I think he just gets so frustrated by all of the lies and deceptions and the dismissiveness of the media when they have no facts. No facts. Okay, he's saying, "Hey, this is what's going on."
Don't really matter anymore. And I think Giuliani may be indicted, for a bunch of technical laws that he may have violated by going overseas and doing certain things. They're certainly after him.
Right, but hang on just a second. If he's going over there, and he is trying to find what really happened with the DNC during the election, doesn't the president have a right to have his attorney over there?
And that'll be the defense.
Right.
But we don't know what the strong-arm tactics were. We don't know what happened and what was said. And I think Giuliani representing Donald Trump is a mistake. And I've said that for many, many, not years, but months.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's the right guy. You need a more deliberate guy
I agree.
than him.